The pink ball of hero, also known as Kirby, has been absent from the Nintendo spotlight since the Super Nintendo days. His latest endeavor on the Wii is a pleasant return for the childhood icon, and surely Nintendo has good intentions to make up for his long absence. Does this title by Good-Feel and HAL Laboratory have the Nintendo shine? Let's answer that question now. Kirby is thrown headfirst into a wildly new concept, not only for Kirby, but for gaming in general. The unique yarn world of Kirby's epic yarn is a refreshing visual feast. Does the story measure up? While it is explained to a satisfying degree why Kirby is now in his lovingly knitted form, story reveals itself at a very slow pace. Beyond the initial intro to the game, you won't be treated to a coherent story at many points in the game. While this isn't necessarily a bad thing, and story isn't everything, the game definitely takes its best points and does an astounding job of hiding its weaker ones. The game is very stereotypical as a platformer. However, enemies are more or less harmless and Kirby is never in any danger. Gameplay is fluid and self-explanatory. Only the few motion-controlled segments will cause little, if any, confusion. It's a great game for anyone to pick up and play. If you were to imagine a world made from yarn and cloth, Kirby's epic yarn nails that vision and goes much farther. Everything from Kirby to the enemies are simple looking and all fit together to create a cohesive and seamless experience. No pun intended. On the technical side, the Wii isn't being pushed with this game by any means, but the fluid art style and the astounding cloth effects leave nothing else to the imagination. You are treated to a wonderful visual experience throughout the game. Very calming and relaxing melodies make up most of the game's soundtrack. These tracks are effective but also add to the child audience label. While the music is very high quality and a perfect fit for the game, I couldn't help but think about a nursery when the music came to mind. Sound effects are believable. Everything in Kirby's knit world sounds exactly as you'd expect. While the game takes very little time to play, and is very easy to jump in and out, there is only an okay amount of rewarding things to do. You can decorate house using knitted objects you find in your travels, you can go shopping, change into many interesting forms. The experience is just not as rewarding, and for those that lack the proper attention span, may even become bored and stop playing. Additionally, some may find value in the game's art itself. When you're finished with the main story, you can go back and replay levels and find objects you may have missed for your house. There isn't much incentive to put the game back in after the initial adventure. And once again, children will generally see a higher replay value than adults. The fact that you are playing a game that is meant for the younger audience is apparent through most of the game. The calm baby-colored yarn, the cute enemies, and the soft-looking effects all add to this label. This is not a bad thing by any means, but if you are looking for an action game with plenty of challenge and violence, you won't find any of that here. What you get is a great game that children will most likely enjoy. Adults won't get the same effect, but the game is very effective as a stress reliever, or simply a unique game experience you seldom find these days. However, the verifying qualities of the game and the small audience that will find this game a keeper lead us to a score of 3 out of 5, an acceptable game. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more reviews. Thanks for watching.